Where do I sign up for it, Dr. So, because they haven't found it yet. Okay, so let's go over here to the library back. And it's going to tell me that I have some EndNote and resources. You see that? EndNote and RefWorks. So you can sign up for either EndNote or RefWorks. EndNote account. Let's see, RefWorks at the top. Ah, thank you, the tab. See, I just needed the extra eyes. So see this old one that I'm using, you have access to the ProQuest, which is the new one. And I've already seen it on another student's account. It's pretty good. Okay, so all you all have to do is click on it, sign up for it, and then you'll be able to use it. The reason I want you to do that is because by the time you've gotten your article, let's see, my article went where? Is that it? Right there. Okay, so my article went literally to my RefWorks account. So the minute that I click here, I'm gonna export it to RefWorks right there and save it. And because I'm on the old account, it sends it here to this one, right here. So when I log into that, it will send my article to the last imported right there. I'm gonna click it, and there's my article. Now I want this because all I have to do is click this little button here, go to create bibliography, make sure I'm in the most current edition, which is the 6th edition, and I'm gonna create my bibliography. Now there's half of my battle. It's in APA format, it's done. So all I have to do is grab it, copy it, the way you all do, okay? And then I'm gonna go to a Word document. Now I pulled down your template that I sent you all. That's what this is. And what I did was I came down here to my reference account, and that's it. That's my reference account. But all I did was I pasted it from RefWorks. Now it gives it to me in a different font. All I have to do is change the font. So again, highlight all over it and change it to Times New Roman 12. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's already in APA format. Dr. Silva can't get after me because nothing's missing. And it's already in the right order. And I didn't even have to go to my APA book to check it. But when you sign up for EndNote, you will have to go check it. Choice is yours. Because EndNote is not going to give you any of this. It's going to stop like literally like right there. And Dr. Silva's going to say, you know what? You have stuff missing here. You don't have a complete reference. So which one do you want? Reference. Right. Okay. That was the correct answer. Okay. So I changed my copy and paste there to the correct font. And then what I did was, I'm just creating this for me in the long run to save me some time in week, I think it's week three, because I'm gonna need this again. Okay, so I put in all my information. As you notice, I put down frequent bed rounding, because in my PICO question that I'm gonna develop, I'm gonna say that in older adults, does frequent bed rounding have an effect on urinary tract infection for patients that are in the ICU? And I can use the time one. I can say within 4 days. Because when you get UTIs and you're in the ICU, you get them like that. So I don't need to make the time 6 months. Okay? I need to make it more realistic on the time. Somebody raised a hand back there somewhere. Who was it?
Oh, it was me. I had tried to make an account for the RefWorks, but it says that I need an organization code, and I don't know what that is.
I don't think you need that organization code. I think you just keep going through it. But there is an Ask a Librarian Or if you just take a few steps across the street and go to the second floor and ask in person, those people are so nice, they'll help you set it up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? I would rather call. Yes, ma'am.
Can we go back to where you clicked on whichever, article you wanted to use, and then to match that to the first one?
Okay, so my article was right here, right?
Because I can't find the export manager article.
It's right here, Mina, on the right-hand side, you see there's a little legend there. Can you see it on the board? It's like real tiny. Right there. Right there. See it? It's real tiny now. There you go. So just kind of put your cursor over those icons, and then you'll get used to working with it after you do it a few times. Okay?
And then once it's exported, the last import, we go to the
Create the bibliography. Yeah. Create the bibliography. Okay, now remember, everything that I'm telling you is in that orientation recording. So if you don't want to write notes, it's still there for you. Okay? So now we've got our article, and I have it in a Word document, and what I want to do is I want to save this Word document to somewhere where I know I'm going to be able to find it later. Okay? So what I usually do is I'll stick it up there on my desktop, and I'll title my first new folder. I'll probably title it my own course number, which is this one that I'm in. Okay? And I'm gonna put something like papers. That way, everything that I put in that folder is gonna be there later for me. And I don't have to go look it up again. Now with your upperclassmen, I'm having them do another PCOT question. So they said, well, can I just give you the same one I gave you in the first semester? And the answer is no. That's plagiarism. We can't do that. Well, I don't remember what I had first semester. I said, well, isn't that the beauty of everything? You know what? I have it. So if you try to submit the same thing, guess what? Yeah, you're caught. Okay? So be careful with that. And I just printed up, somebody sent me an email that says, I don't have any of the papers for last semester. I don't know what he did for them. But I tell you what, I printed up every single assignment we have, and they're ready to go for him to come pick them up. They didn't know. Okay, so now you all know that, okay? So save your papers in here, because I'm not gonna make you change your topic when we're in evidence-based 2, okay? So, that being said, so let's get, I'm gonna put don't save, actually, let me just, yeah, I'm gonna say that. And then my, there we go. Okay, so now I have my article, I have it saved somewhere, and now I'm ready to go and actually do my discussion board for Dr. Silva. So I'm gonna read my article a little bit, right? So urinary tract infection, this is the most common hospital-acquired infection. In other words, UTI is the most prevalent infection. Contrary to the results of some studies, around 80% of UTIs are associated with urinary catheters. The risk of infection increases in patients who are critically ill. So I keep reading. I'll read a little bit more so that I've got some kind of knowledge base about what I want to talk about. Okay? But I'm not going to copy it. Do not copy and paste anything from the article into your document. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to go to the document, and I'm just going to start writing. So I said that my authors were right here, right? These are my authors of my article. I'm gonna go copy, right there, and let's get it to the end over here. Okay, so I have to put this in APA format. So I can say things like, let me get rid of all of these initials, because that's not how we write when we're writing. Take that one out. I'm gonna take that out. So first initials do not go into the actual written document. But this if I'm using it at the beginning of the paragraph, I can do it this way. So I'm gonna say, thank you, according to, go ahead, Nina, you can keep talking if you want. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna say urinary tract infections. So this is where you were asking me, how do I incorporate that article into this discussion board? Urinary tract infections are, most common among, and it doesn't have to be double spaced at this time, not for a discussion board. Okay, among, females, who have, catheters in place in the intensive care unit. Okay, now if I misquoted and I didn't say it correctly, just go back and read a little bit, okay? Nursing research, okay, now I'm flipping. I'm going to the book. Nursing research is, highly recommended in finding solutions to catheter related infections. Evidence-based practice is highly respected and can be incorporated to solve this patient care problem. Where did I get that idea from? The book. Okay, so what's our book? Pollock and Beck, right? What year? 2018? Because I used it at the back, that source at the back, and let me make this a little bit bigger because it was really tiny. Okay, so let me make it as big as I can. This is for your eyes only, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna make it big so you can see it. Don't turn in anything like that to me, okay? Keep it at 12. Okay, so, can you see that? Is that better? Maybe bigger? A little bigger? Better? More? More? Better? Okay. Okay. So I just made it big for you. Please don't turn it into 28 fonts. Okay. All right. Do you see how I did that?
Yes.
How many questions have I already answered on your discussion board? Two. What's the last discussion board question? What? The importance of nursing? Okay. So double check. Let's go back. That's there somewhere, but I'd rather just go into it and normally go in. Of course I have it. Don't start talking. Don't start talking. Keep it quiet. Okay. What are the roles of nurses in research? Okay, so let's go back to the paper or to the discussion board. Nurses are expected to provide, provide quality care to patients in all areas of the hospital. However, in the intensive care unit, providing quality care is imperative. And where did I get this idea from? From the article and from the book. Now, do I expect you to do something like that? No. I'll take it from the book for right now from you, okay? Because there is a way to do this. For those of you who come with a degree already, you already know how to do this. But some of your colleagues do not. And I would never ask an undergraduate student to be expected to do that. Not even with two sources. Okay, so I put both of those thoughts. I took thoughts from the article, I took thoughts from the book, and I put it into one source of where I took it from. Do I expect you to do that? No. At least give me the book for the actual question. Now, how many words do I have so far? Let's look. I have 147. How many did I tell you? Okay, so if I take out, let me go here. I'm gonna copy that. And I'm gonna come down to this page right here. I'm just gonna stick it there. And if I take out those I have 71 words already so far. Okay, that's all I have. 71 words. Okay, so what do I gotta do? Put more fluff in it. You know, fluff the pillow up. Think of stuff to say that is coming out of the book, out of the article. That's all you're doing. When you are done, at the bottom, take this reference and your book reference, remember two sources, and put it at the bottom of your discussion. Now it doesn't have to have be center or space, that's up to you if you want to do all that. Yes, I do want the word reference up there. Come on, reference. It's because the typing is so big. Put the word references in a discussion board. If you put the references off to the side, I'm not gonna get all upset. I'm just glad that you put the word there. Okay, but here in the next one, remember, references are in alphabetical order according to the author's last name. So I need Pollock and Beck in here, right? And Pollock and Beck, they have initials and all that. So I gotta be able to reference a book, okay? In your APA manual, who has an APA manual in their hand right now? Ooh, that's not good. Okay. Nobody has an APA manual?
Online?
You have a PDF. Okay. In your PDF, put in your book. There's a way to reference a book. This is referencing an article. Okay? It's referencing an article or journal article. Referencing a book is what I'm looking for. Now you can lose points in APA if you don't do the book correctly. So that's why you need the APA manual. Okay? So my concern is, let's see, I don't know their first initials. I don't have the book in front of me. Let me see your textbook. So, D, F, and Beck, C. Yes, it's okay for you to copy it from here. Okay. And 20, okay, 18, there we go. And then I need essentials of nurse You see how it's lowercase? Appraising. Evidence for nursing practice. And it's gonna be the 9th edition, right? There's a period in there and another period. And then we need, is it location or publisher first? It's location, right? So these people are from Philadelphia. Is it L-E? It's spelled right now. D-E. Here we go. A, right? And then the semicolon, and then it's Walters for. Okay, and then there's a period. Then the other thing you wanna do is make sure with books, you italicize the, title. Now that's really, really tiny. Let's see if I can do it where it doesn't distort it so bad. Okay, you get the gist of it.
Is it a semicolon or a colon after the PA?
It's a colon. It's a colon, yeah. Let me stop. Ready? Okay. So there you go. Because you can lose points here in the reference page as well. That's on your, grading criteria. Now, the grading criteria, they're pretty standard, and I make them pretty generic so that I have a little bit of leeway to be able to grade you in case you go off in some tangent and I don't wanna put another grade. Okay?
That's just what she wants
So
us to
do
do.
you
She
see
sent
how
us
I
that
do that?
template, right?
Can you do the rest with your topic?
Yes.
If you are concerned about your topic, ask me right now, just raise your hand. Okay? What's your topic, ma'am?
I wanted to do mammogram awareness with breast cancer.
Good topic. What else?
I had some trouble finding it. I was looking for something with like conquerors versus lost culture.
There it is there.
So do I just put that?
You could put natural child